wake up before my alarm now. Not because I need to, not because of work, but because that's usually when you start your day. I noticed it a while ago, the pattern of you, the way you're online just after sunrise, the little signs that you're awake even when you don't say anything. So, I adjusted mine, and it wasn't difficult. I like mornings now. I make coffee at the exact same time you probably do. I imagine you standing in your kitchen, your hair all messy, eyes half open, pretending you're not tired even though you always are. I just sit there with my mug warming my hands and I think, right now, they're doing the same thing, and it makes the world feel smaller. I used to rush through breakfast. Now I take my time, because sometimes you post something around then. A message, a thought, a picture of something ordinary that somehow becomes important because you noticed it. And I want to be there when it happens. Not late, never late for you. Lunch changed too. I used to forget to eat. Work swallowed hours without mercy. But once you mentioned you hate people when they skip meals. Remember that? You said it so casually, like it didn't matter. Well, sweetheart, it mattered to me. So now, I stop. Every day. I sit down at the same hour you probably do, and I eat properly. Real food. Not because I'm hungry, but because somewhere in my mind, I hear you saying, "Take care of yourself." Funny thing is, I actually do now. You fix that without even trying. Even my walks changed. I started taking them later in the evening, because that's when you seem quieter, when the world settles around you. I imagine you winding down, maybe scrolling absent-mindedly, maybe staring at nothing the way people do when they're tired of pretending they are okay. That's when I like to step outside. Streets light on, air cooler. I walk slowly. I think about what you might be feeling at that exact moment. Sometimes I talk to you in my head. Not imaginary conversations. No, I'm not crazy. Just updates. Like, you're beside me. I saw something today you've laughed at. I finally finished that thing I told you about. I wish you were here to see this sunset. It feels natural. Like you belong in those moments. Sleep was the hardest to change. I used to fall asleep instantly. Exhaustion has that effect, but then I realized something. The hours when I miss you the most are late hours, when everything goes quiet, when distraction disappears. So I stay awake longer now, not doing anything important, just existing for you. Because sometimes you're awake then too, and there's this strange comfort in knowing that somewhere, maybe across the city, maybe across the world, you're also staring at a screen or a ceiling or a thought you can't escape. I don't like the idea of you being alone in those hours. You might think that sounds unhealthy. People say routines should revolve around goals, careers, productivity, growth. But I've never felt more organized, more calm. My mornings have purpose. My afternoons have rhythm. My nights have meaning. Everything fits together now because you fit inside it perfectly. I started noticing other little things too. Songs you like. I added them to my playlist. At first it was curiosity, then habit. Now they play automatically when I drive. Your taste is, softer than mine. But I don't skip them anymore. I let them play. Sometimes I imagine you choosing the next track. Sometimes I smile without even realizing it. And that happens a lot lately. Smiling alone. You probably tease me for it. Even my phone settings changed. Notifications louder, brightness adjusted because missing a message from you feels wrong. Like blinking during the best part of a movie. Listen, I don't want gaps. I want continuity. If you speak, I want to hear it immediately. If you laugh, I want to know why. If you're sad, I want to be there before the sadness settles too deeply. Do you know what surprised me the most? Nothing felt like a sacrifice. People assume obsession is chaotic, dramatic, loud. Mine isn't. It's quiet. It's measured. I didn't destroy my life for you. I refined it, trimmed away the parts that didn't matter. Late night scrolling nonsense, meals eaten standing up, empty conversation that led nowhere, all gone. Now there's space, and you occupy it so easily, like the space was always meant for you. Sometimes I wonder if you notice me, if you watch me for a day. You see how often your name appears in my mind, how decisions pause for just a second while I ask myself, would you like this? Would this make you smile? I even started reading more. You mentioned a book once, only once. I bought it that night, not because I expected you to ask if I had. I just wanted to understand the things that shaped you. Understanding you feels like learning a language I never want to stop studying. And the strange part, I don't feel trapped. I feel settled, like furniture finally arranged correctly in a room that never made sense before. You didn't take anything from me. You gave everything direction. Every clock in my day quietly points towards you. Wake up, check if you're there, work, wonder what you're doing, eat, hope you did too. Night falls, miss you a little more honestly, sleep, dream where conversations never have to end. Simple, effortless. Sometimes I imagine telling you all of this, watching your expression change. You probably laugh nervously. Maybe say, "That's a bit too much," but listen carefully. I never asked you to change. I never asked you to revolve around me. I don't need that. I like watching you be yourself. Messy, unpredictable, bright. My life became steady enough for both of us. See? That's the secret. You don't have to carry anything. I adjusted the weight. And honestly, I think the best part is knowing that if you disappeared tomorrow, no. Don't worry, I'm not saying you will. Just hypothetically, if you vanished, my routines will still exist. Coffee at sunrise, lunch at noon, walks under street lights, music you once loved echoing through my car. You still be everywhere. Because I didn't build these habits around your presence. I built them around the way you make me feel. And feelings linger longer than people expect. So when I say I fix my life around you, I don't mean chains. I mean alignment, peace, quiet certainty. I wake up knowing exactly where my thoughts will go first. I sleep knowing exactly whose voice I want to hear last. No confusion, no chaos, just you, fitting perfectly into every hour I have. Now, tell me something. Doesn't it feel nice knowing someone arranged their entire world just to make